To start off today, first let me apologize. If you've been following along or if you're brand new, hi, I'm Frankie. There was a moment where I was entering into more knowledge about the feminine energy, and where I had been slacking, for better terms, I realized that we have to balance. Everybody's got feminine and masculine energies, and because I am a woman, I decided that I should probably look into more feminine attributes. I was very resistant to being super polished, still am, and I realized that, I had this meaning inside my head that other people had put, society had put on the meaning of feminine. And so I was pretty against it. Like, whenever I started barbering, I pretty much was just wearing t-shirts and jeans. Like, my place flooded, I got rid of everything that was fancy and just was like, this is it, this is the end, and I'm just gonna be comfortable. And fast forward now, we're like 5 years in, and I'm ready to be a lady. We've ended that cycle of straight up comfort, and now we are transitioning into more balance. So I had mentioned earlier that it's a personal preference. Like, there's no right or wrong, no good or bad. Whatever you feel is more feminine is on you. Like, nobody can tell you what is going to make you feel better. You have to go and experiment. You have to go and try things out for yourself. And so here we are, and I have slowly started embracing this. If you can tell, this morning, like the last couple days, I have been having fun with my makeup. Like, I thought I was too old because my skin's not as tight as it was. And so I was worried because the way that I had been doing my eye makeup was not looking the best. And so here I am starting to play again. And I have these lashes that are just like, I don't know what's going on with this eye, but they're pretty out there. If you watch the other video, even then I was struggling with the lashes. You get one on, you're like, oh my God, that's way too much. But once you get both of them on and finish the face, it's not too bad. I feel pretty good about it. And so here we are today. And I did this just to go to Walmart to get toilet paper. And on the way to Walmart, I was realizing, like, why am I so resistant to dressing up? What is it that I feel like I only need to spend like 10 minutes to get ready? Which, don't get me wrong, I can look pretty good in 10 minutes. But there's times where you want to pizzazz it up a little bit more. And so I'm thinking about it, and I realized that whenever I was younger, maybe it was because I was procrastinating until the last minute to get ready, or I really was taking a long time. There was a moment where I was told, we are not getting ready for a beauty pageant. Get yourself together and let's go. I realized that has stuck with me throughout all this time. Even back when I was in the salon and it was a bit of a requirement to get spiffy, I still did it super fast. It was just like, I've always liked the messy look, but there just really wasn't a whole lot of effort put into it. And so I'm thinking about this and I'm like, wow, like, and I'm not even blaming my parents. I'm not blaming anyone who said that to me. There's no judgment or blame going to anybody in that, because I'm sure it was more so that I was just procrastinating and then decided to get ready like 2 minutes before we were supposed to leave. But the fact that it stuck with me up until now, and I'll be 37 next week, is kind of astonishing. It really goes back into what everybody has been saying about this inner child work, and going back to, I'm reading a book right now, and it's all about the chakras and clearing out blocks. And even in the book, each chakra has different feelings. So far, I've only hit the root chakra because I'm taking it slow. But the root chakra is fear and guilt. And it's pretty much having you go back to whenever you first felt that emotion, if you will, and like sitting with it and understanding like where it came from. Because we all have trauma some people's trauma is a lot more than other people's trauma, but the way that we put a meaning on things when we were younger is kind of what's been fueling us throughout our lives if we're not aware of it, if we're not paying attention and we're not working on changing things for the better. Little things like telling someone that we're not getting ready for a pageant, let's fucking go. Or just like she mentioned, even an example of being a toddler or a baby and mom going to the bathroom and you were left in the crib for 5 minutes. Like, it's amazing the meanings that we put on things whenever we're younger. And then it's even more amazing that those little things can be carried on throughout our lives as though it's just the end of the world in some aspects. Now, it's not the end of the world that I was told to hurry the fuck up because we needed to leave, but there was something that happened there. There was something that has stuck with me throughout all these years because of that instance. As minute as it is, it's honestly the reason why I don't spend a whole lot of time getting ready typically. I just wanted to share that because, for one, it's very interesting to me. And for two, like, it makes me question, like, how many other people have silly little things like this that are maybe limiting them from actually being the person that they want to be. I mean, we know that we're adults. We know that we get to choose what we want to do. But like in my case, I have these limitations, and these limitations are seriously from little stories, little beliefs from my childhood, from my past. And I get so mad at myself because I am so controlling over myself. Like, I have freedom, but my jail cell is literally inside my mind. It's the limitations that I set on myself, and it's so freaking irritating. But the only way to even adjust it is becoming aware of where it's actually coming from. Like, I had to laugh whenever it all came to me today that the whole reason why I don't spend time getting ready is because we're not getting ready for a pageant. And honestly, I have to say that scrolling through TikTok or whatever social media and seeing there's such beautiful women that are doing this like dopamine kick or dopamine wearing attire, whatever. Like, they just have this assortment of all kinds of different colors and whatever that they just mix and match, and they look so freaking cool and awesome, and they look comfortable, and they look happy because they are happy. And I think that's really what kind of inspired me to be like, I mean, I don't have a fish purse. I don't have any super floral, crazy designs that I can mix and match, which is totally fine because that's not so much my style. But just the fact that today I even did something somewhat to my hair, did the little extra in the makeup. What they say about dressing up to make yourself feel good is I'm gonna have to agree with. But let's not forget the fact that I actually had to like wean myself. I had to coax myself before even getting to the store and breathing and being like, it's okay. It's okay to look like this. You're not even that crazy looking, but it's okay that you put in effort. It's crazy that I even had to tell myself that, like, allow myself the permission to be cute, like, to have fun with my makeup and my aesthetic. Like, it's just crazy to me. But what's even more crazy is the fact that it all stemmed down to one little bitty story from whenever I was a kid. So I invite you to maybe examine where your limitations are coming from. Maybe whenever you are thinking about doing something, but then you rationalize it and tell yourself, oh, no, I can't do that. I invite you to take a step back and like sit with it. Ask yourself, when was the last time that you felt this way? And if you can, try to get back into like that up to 7 years old phase, like back when you were a kid, and really just understand like where it came from. And before you leave that memory, I also invite you to kind of reframe it. How would it make you feel if it had been more of your desirable outcome? If it had been more of a soothing or more of a comforting memory rather than whatever it was that stirred up whatever it stirred up. That's kind of a lot to go on by just having somebody invite you into your childhood. But I do say that between my practicing within the last few weeks of really like sitting with my emotions, and now even taking that emotion and bringing it back to younger years of where it actually stemmed from, is making the process so much smoother. It's bringing my awareness to the emotions as they arise a lot faster than whenever I used to push it off or like shove it deep inside. And now I'm moving through it a lot faster. I'm not so much just stewing on the fact, but I'm giving myself some love and some grace as I sit through these emotions and just allow them to dissipate, because it's 2025. We're not holding any pent up gnarly energy anymore. We're getting this shit out, and we're gonna live life to our fucking fullest. So with that, if you would like any help with this, or you would like someone to kind of help walk you through it, let me know. I have a link in my description. I'd love to chat with you. Hit me up there. And if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button, give myself a like. And yeah, I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments. What is it that you would like to do, but you don't allow yourself to do? Until next time.